Hello and welcome to the Colored Section. This is the People's Briefing, where I talk about people, politics, and pop culture that impact Black, brown, and queer communities. And I promise you this, I get it in so you can get the info out. We keep it quick, concise, and to the point. Trust and believe I won't hold you long. First up is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has agreed to review a significant challenge to the Affordable Care Act, known by many as Obamacare. This mandate for no-cost coverage of certain preventative care services is what is currently going to be under review. Now, this decision was announced on January the 10th, and it marks another chapter in the ongoing legal battle surrounding this landmark healthcare law. Again, what we know as Obamacare. The case is, I think I'm saying it right, Bessarara versus Braidwood Management Incorporated, which questions the constitutionality of the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force, or USPSTF, and its structure. The USPSTF is responsible for determining which preventative services must be covered without cost sharing under the Affordable Care Act. The Fifth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals previously ruled that this structure violates the Constitution's Appointments Clause, as its members are not appointed by the president or confirmed by the Senate. And look, I know you really don't care about all that. You may not even get it because you want to know how will this really affect you as a Black, brown, or queer person. Here's the thing. This case could significantly affect Americans' access to free preventative treatments and services, which include PrEP, HIV preventive medicine, cholesterol screenings, and statin or cholesterol-lowering medications like statins, and then also various cancer screenings specifically for low-income individuals. Look, and please note now, I made at least 10 videos about this throughout the 2024 election saying that the Affordable Care Act was on the table, saying that PrEP would be taken off the table. I said all of this because it's all clearly delineated in Project 2025, which I read from cover to cover. The Supreme Court is going to hear arguments, or is expected to hear arguments about this to decide this case in its upcoming term, and we expect a final ruling sometime in 2026. And this could potentially reshape a key aspect of the Affordable Care Act that has been in place for over a decade and under attack from Republicans for over a decade. Next up, and the briefing is something happening in San Francisco that you need to know about. A child has tested positive for the H5N1 bird flu. This is the city's first known case of bird flu, and it was seen in a child. The child's first symptoms were fever and conjunctivitis. That's swelling and inflammation in the eyes. Testing positive initially for influenza A, doctors also tested the specimen that came positive for influenza A for bird flu, and this yielded a positive result. Now, the source of infection for this child in San Francisco remains unclear, and health officials are continuing to investigate. All close contacts, including household members, tested negative for bird flu, but positive for the same common respiratory virus that the child had. There is no evidence of person-to-person transmission, and the case is considered to be presumptive pending confirmation from the Center for Disease Controls, or the CDC. Confirmed, it will be the 38th case in California and the 67th case in the country during this current outbreak. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know we had so many confirmed cases of bird flu until today, doing this video. But even with that being said, health officials emphasize that the risk to the general public remains low. That's what they're saying, and I'm just going to tell you what they're saying. California is definitely going through it at this moment. Not only with bird flu, with wildfires ravaging the city of Los Angeles. I want to conclude today's briefing, the People's Briefing, with a very personal story that relates to people. But first, I want to give perspective on the true extent of what's happening in California. These wildfires continue to devastate the region, with the Palisades and Eaton fires being the most destructive, some of the most destructive ever seen in the history of our nation. The death toll has risen to at least 24 people, and 13 others are reported as still missing. Y'all, over 36,000 acres of land, 52 square miles have burned within 4 days. More than 12,000 structures, including homes and businesses, have been destroyed, and approximately 153,000 people have been evacuated, with an additional 166,000 under evacuation warnings. In comparison, the stretch of destroyed Los Angeles is as large as the city of San Francisco. as large as San Francisco. My friend, here's why Kevin Ortega's posted this heartbreaking story on his daily news Instagram page. He said, the story of Anthony Mitchell and his son Justin Mitchell, who died together in their home in Altadena. That's the story. Anthony, a 67-year-old grandfather to 10 kids, refused to leave his son Justin behind, who had cerebral palsy. Anthony spoke to his other son on the phone while the fires crept closer, and he was waiting for help to come and evacuate them, but the help never arrived. It didn't arrive in time. The help didn't come. Anthony told his son that his family was his legacy, not the property. And his remaining son wants his father to be remembered as a fierce protector. Justin, who had cerebral palsy, enjoyed spending time with his family, watching TV, and having books read to him. My heart breaks for the Mitchell family and all that they have lost in the Los Angeles fires. And my heart breaks for every single person impacted by the loss and the devastation caused by these fires. I am praying for Los Angeles, Altadena, Pasadena, the greater Los Angeles area, and every single person who has suffered loss in the last 4 days. Thoughts and my prayers are with them. With that being said, I want you to be blessed, to be well, and I'll see you soon with another People's Briefing. And if you liked it, please follow if you're not already doing so. And I want you to comment and I want you to share this and give feedback, constructive, please, about how we can make this good. Because I'm going to do this every day that I'm able to do it. Every day of the week that I'm able to do it. Monday through Friday. And again, I'll see you soon.